just jumps right in, doesn't it? I totally forgot about that. Well, I hope that works. Yeah, nice. Nice, YouTube. Well done. Let's get this link shared to everybody. I keep forgetting this. A whole new system. That's great. Boom. Alright, we are back in it today. I don't have a lot going on today, and that's great. And I will talk about that in just a minute. Alright, this. And then we're gonna go ahead and pop that out. Move that over here. Good morning, everybody. Let's get this. Yeah, everybody's jumping in. Everybody's jumping in on this. Well, you're in the live stream chat. That's how this works. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rookzer0 Drawcast. I think I'm just going to start calling it the Drawcast for permanency's sake. I think, yeah, I'm fine with that. It is July 30th, 2020, and we are drawing stuff today. I had a plan, and I changed my mind about 5 minutes ago. So I think today I'm just going to be drawing some D&D stuff that's kind of related to me, my characters, and just take a break ski from all of the work I've been doing and do some personal stuff. So yeah, we're gonna check that out. Gotta get loose. I've already been up for an hour drawing, so I'm like kind of warmed up already. I gotta get that video done. Got 2 videos in the work right now. Yeah, right? I mean, we're 100 episodes in. Yeah. I think I might actually do that. I might try to rebrand the Drawcast as the Drawcast, and actually make it functional. My placeholder thumbnails just became all the thumbnails. And it just kind of worked out like that. How's my audio? I was doing some recording yesterday and I discovered I'm kind of quiet. A little quiet. Let's check. Well, that's no dang good. How's that? Is that better? Is that too loud? Which is this really loud or is this really quiet? Test 1. Test. Test. Which was louder, the first or the second? Test 1. Test 2. 1 is better? Okay. See, that's good to know. That's good information to know. So I hope that works out for the better. Y'all can just turn me down if that's the problem. Not my issue. No, I want to figure that out. I need to be double checking my stuff more. So I'm trying to become very professional at this, and I'm not there yet. We'll see how it goes. Maybe by episode 200 we'll have stuff figured out. But until then, we'll just keep on keeping on. So back to the task at hand. Yeah, right? After drawing yesterday, I just want to draw circles for like an hour to try to get warmed up. It was so much drawing. It was great. It was so good. That's pretty awesome. I definitely stayed up way too late because our cat decided that he would try to be an outside cat for the first time in months. So like every 20 minutes I was just getting up and like checking the front door. I'm like, "You done yet?" And he would not come back inside. And I was like, "Okay, fine." But he came back. He's good. But stayed up a little late. Nice. Late night D&D is always fun. Well, it's not always fun, but it's fun when it has to go long, yeah. When the D&D games don't want to stop. Oh no. I thought you were going to say you killed 36 of your party members, and I was like, that's a huge game. That's pretty good. That's always a bummer, yeah, when you have a spell prepared and just don't get to fiddle with it. Sounds pretty good. Hmm. So it's like Tornado, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I forgot to say to everybody, we are back in the Aggie.io software. If you are a Patreon member, feel free to jump on in and doodle with us today. We are also in the Discord chat, so if you hear me talking to myself here on YouTube, feel free to jump over to the Discord chat and hang out and hear the conversation that's going on. I have a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, that's good. It's good when you can have fun in Aggie and not be like super frustrated the whole time. Oh yeah. I used to use a square brush all the time, and I kind of miss it sometimes, but at the same time, I don't. So I have moments of like, oh, square brush, oh man, so good, but yeah. Is that the challenge today? We just draw with the pencil. I don't know what's going on here. We have a whole bunch of people today. Welcome, Hunter. Welcome, Dippy, Goldtooth, Inferno, Jonas, Sierra. Yeah, welcome, everybody. YouTube chat is surprisingly quiet today, which is weird. But I'm sure people will pop up. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, you did. Okay. So something is they just changed the live streaming studio. And if this is something that people know how to look at, cool, let me know. But because it used to be that I would have to start up OBS, and then once OBS connected to YouTube, I would then have to start streaming on YouTube. Now, as soon as I start streaming to YouTube, it just starts the stream. So I have to do all like the pre-processing, editing and stuff beforehand, and it doesn't give me the option to like, okay, go live. It just does it. So it's a little different, and I'll have to figure that out. I'm gonna try to draw a goblin with this pencil tool. Interesting. It could be because they keep pushing me to schedule live streams, and I just don't. So maybe that's why. Maybe they want more. Maybe they want more. Yeah, I'm hesitant to tell people to click the bell button because I get it. I get it. Like, it's legit of like, hey, you can stay subscribed, but I don't know, it feels weird to me. Everybody click that bell button. I want you to know when I'm on YouTube. It's like, feel free to show up when you want. if you're scared you're gonna miss content, absolutely click that bell. But I'm not too worried about it. Right? Subscriber guild. That's true. That's true. I am getting the. Except if you. So this is weird. We discovered yesterday that Jonas doesn't watch Trophy. In response to that today, I don't know who Seth is and what you're talking about. Is this something I should be looking at? Okay. Oh, okay. So it's like dark finish humor. I've given up on the pencil tool. I give up on it. Yep. It's not good. Jokes have their place. Christian placements for swearing? Yeah. I guess. It's an interesting way to do it. I'd like to not cuss. Yeah. That's the same in English too. Yeah. Yep. Well, if you that's yeah. That makes total sense to me. What the hell? I don't get it. What was the thing my dad said all the time? Yeah, it depends. It depends on where you're at. I mean, that's. Yeah. Stars and stones. Boy, you don't even know what that means. You wouldn't teach me. Sorry. New Dresden book's out, by the way. It's really good so far. Level 9 druid spells. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. That was a weird Sean Connery bend there for a second. I've made some spells. Animate critter sounds pretty dope. Actually, I don't want an eyeball on this. Sacrifice a little bit of drugs to revive your friend. What? Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's a good little. That's cool. Yeah, I like the blood magic idea. Kind of being able to. I mean, using blood as a component is one thing, but like I like the idea that you'd have to sacrifice hit points to get the blood, so, or just using your hit points for casting mediums. That's pretty cool. There's an enchantment called Vicious in Pathfinder that basically allows you to do bonus damage, but you take half that damage, give or take. Kind of how the Blood Hunter works now for their spells, which I really like that kind of trade-off, because you're trading in your ability to be effective in combat for. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's kind of how adding complexity to the game is always like, it's a trade-off. Yeah, because really the issue with D&D is that people want more utility, but that's the exact opposite of what D&D was designed for. So it's one of those things like, if you can handle a little more complexity, the game can be a lot more dynamic, and do the math. Yeah, I usually introduce people to Pathfinder just so they can really, like, you can be anything you want, and then let them play like a quick campaign, and they say, let's do D&D, just so you can really start like trying a whole bunch of stuff, and they like it and it's fun, and then they usually want to go back to Pathfinder just because they're like, well, I want to do all these other things. And it's like, yeah, that's fine, we can do that. So definitely worth it. Definitely worth looking at them as, this is not a skull, this is a head. Definitely not a skull. No, 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 no. Not for everyone you've drawn. When you draw. It's not retroactive. So that's really the other side of that. Like, when I draw skulls all the time, skulls are really a crutch for me. Kind of like, I think a lot of young artists will always draw their characters with pockets, putting their hands in the pockets, just because they don't want to draw hands. So skulls for me is always like, I don't want to fiddle with drawing a buckle. I don't want to draw a belt. First, just have to start grabbing like sign language books and be like, okay, you're gonna draw dinosaur. Like, dang it. Yeah, I actually, I kind of like drawing hands, but I really have to. It takes time is the issue. So especially like on stream, it's like I don't have time to draw a lot of hands. I have a pretty good trick for doing them quickly. Generally, what I do is I go with the box, and then I do the 3-finger method. Yeah, I agree with that. And then you can really start like what Jonas is doing there. Really start flushing it out for size, and adding those volume shapes when you start needing them. If only I had a reference of a hand. Got it. Got it. Wop, 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 wop. But yeah, it really is it's one of those things that you just have to build over time. Pen's way too thick. Yeah, there's like the other way I've seen a lot of people draw hands. If you really want to go, I don't know why we're doing this, but let's just do it because why not? Yeah, no, I mean, like, this could be a whole episode of just how to draw hands. The other means of doing it is actually drawing the bones. Sure. Right. And then the thing I see with this, though, is that people get really kind of exaggerating with it. Oh, this is bad. It's not bad. Bad hand, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, and then you get these like really weird divots in between. And so it just looks like people's hands are always splayed. And there's some really cool art out there where artists just do that all the time, and it's just kind of becomes part of their character design. So you can draw hands a billion ways because hands all look different. And for me, I don't like doing it this way anymore because it really doesn't feel quite right, which is why I started doing the... I'm gonna try to redo this exact same thing. I see what I did. I know why that looks funny. Because I bent it the wrong way. This thumb should actually be down here. Whatever. Either way. I like doing the other method, which is, I think, closer to what Jonas is doing, where you just find the shape of the hand. And then, like I said, you just start breaking it off into chunks. And then it's like, okay, so because these two fingers, the middle two fingers, rarely do much by themselves. And so you can get a lot of good movement out of very little detail. And then you can have the pinky like bent down here. And then you got webbing. There you go. And then when you have to, you can make them a little chunkier. And then you can break off the different pieces you need. So I'm a big fan of just really simplified fingers, and then when you go in and add detail, you can start adding the bones and stuff that way. But that's my quick thing, is just to find those shapes and then go to town. Understanding anatomy, super important. Super important. And the more you practice it, the more you memorize it, the easier hands get, because you know how things are supposed to go together. Sure. There are, right now, I've seen a bunch of things on Instagram and Facebook where an artist whose name I've forgotten basically made a whole bunch of templates. So he took just like base people drawn. I'm drawing a really quick, stupid one. And then he turned them into brushes. And so he's like, it's great. You just click the brush once and boop, you have your base template, and then draw your character over the top of it. And it's like, cool. Like that works. That's probably great for doing like quick conceptualization. And then he did the same thing with hands. So it's just 1,000 different hand stamps basically. And at first I was really kind of upset about it, but then it's like, that's great. Like if you can just keep reusing the same stuff over and over again because you need it for speed or clarity, like great, go for it. I have no place to just tell people not to do it that way. Like whatever works for you. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. If you're doing art, I mean, if you make those brushes, I think that's a really cool idea. And so if you struggle with hands, you can do that kind of thing. You can make hand templates that you want to just keep and like load into your files and just keep using those. But I think people will start catching on if all of a sudden all of your hands look exactly the same all the time. But who knows? Who knows? I draw a lot of the same skulls. Oh, you mean like they did like the turkey thing? Okay. That's pretty funny. Turkey hand. That's a pretty good excuse. Oh, I just can't do it. Like, yeah, that's like I said, whatever works. And technically, that's more legit than stealing someone else's hand, because it's still your hand. But it would be kind of funny to see this person here and then just have like turkey hand. Gobble 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 gobble. Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing, especially when I'm doing just blocking in. Like that's it. That's all I need for a hand. Just to get the general shape down, like, oh, hey, how's it going? Like, that's really where I usually start. Like, this right here is, like, that's it. That's believable because it makes sense. It's the shape that you want to follow. No, I have that music just ingrained in my brain. Vitaly, welcome. Yeah. No, that and the Chocobo music is. Anytime I have to walk anywhere, like down the hallway, I usually play the Chocobo music. I don't. I mean, you could have played it. You could have played it like an hour ago. They're constantly remaking it and having different ones. People seem to like 6. I didn't play it. I didn't have a Super Nintendo as a kid, so I never played 6. I watched some of my friends play it, but I never got into it because, well, you know how kids are. It's like, I'm halfway through the game. Want to watch me play it? And it's like, yeah, I guess. We could start over. And they're like, no. I'm just going to play it. It's like, okay. Yeah. Like, that's one of the reasons I like multiplayer games so much. Because a lot of my friends basically, like, that's how we I guess digested video game media, is we would just all sit down together and watch one person play a game, or we'd trade off the controller. So I'm really used to even playing single player games with multiple people. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, that's really how I like video games. I think, like, as much as video games are becoming books, like just long form narrative storytelling, I really appreciate games that can just be dropped down with 3 or 4 people and talked through. So I'm not super into games with lots of cutscenes, because it's like I want to be discussing these as we go. Otherwise, I'll just watch a movie. Like, see, I played. Man, I've played through 7, 9, 11, 13. 13 was garbage. 14. No, 10 was garbage. I will put that on record. I did play through 10, and I hated it. I hated every minute of it. Blitzball can just stop existing. Not a fan of Blitzball. Yeah, it's... Yep. Not cool. Oh, yeah. Yep. I agree with that. I'm one of those people. like each of my friends would be like, all right, let me chop wood for an hour so that you can buy everything in the game. I got pretty good reaction time for that kind of stuff, so I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Little mini games like that are fun, but for some reason, Blitzball just I hate it. I hate it so much. Final Fantasy IX with the card system, I really liked. The card system was fun. Excuse me. See, I didn't play 8 for some reason. I just missed it. And then by the time I got back around to it, I was like, this guy's got a gun sword? All right, I'm good. And I just didn't play it. I just missed it. Yeah, I'm not drawing gun swords. This is the dumbest thing. It might be fine. I don't know. I think it's a weird mechanic. What? Vitali's saying there's 7 people in here and I'm the only one in chat. Yeah, I think everyone else is in the Discord chat today, which is, yeah, that's not a bad thing. I'm in the wrong voice channel chat. I hope no one's been talking over there. Oh, that's the Storm of Vengeance. Got it. Nice. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're just drawing all kinds of stuff today, which is totally fine. I see what's going on here. Just adding the eyes so you don't have to do push-ups. Definitely eyeballs. Oh. I think so too. Yeah. Gwee! Oh, gotta draw a chocobo now. Let's do that. Oh yeah. No, Final Fantasy 14. You should check out the art if you haven't checked out any of the art for it, like not the game art, but the actual like concept art. Yeah, super solid, really cool. I can't remember the guy's name. I did buy the Final Fantasy 14 like if you want. I mean, that's the thing. The push-up thing is once again my thing that I do not want to enforce on anybody. Do not feel obligated to do push-ups. Sure. No, yeah, I bought the Final Fantasy like art book because it's so good. It's so beautiful. That's funny. I've made some kind of sassy chocobo. Anyways. No, chocobos are great. I think they're pretty good. Chocobos and Moogles. Moogles are pretty good too. Goopoo. Yeah, I drew a Black Mage one once for somebody. That was pretty good. Okay, it was you. That makes sense. I was gonna say that was pretty early on. That's pretty great. The next question is, how do you draw feet? Human feet. Oh, Tactics is one of the best, I think. I think it's great. I will argue that maybe it's not the best Final Fantasy game, but it's such a good game. Tactics is a great game. Super good game, yeah. That. 2. Humans have one big toe and then the others. That's how I draw feet. Well, that's the issue you're having with that argument is soon. How soon is soon? Not to mention that we're Yeah, the human race is kind of has our evolutionary pressure is lower than it has been in a long time. So, um, guessing what we're going to is not easy. I did it. Welcome to Mars. Who wants to be 9 feet tall? Like, okay. Oh, I just meant that like without the laws of Earth's morality code, people are just gonna start doing whatever the hell they want. You can't do that. It's against the ethical laws. Those are Earth laws. Luke, welcome. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Um, so there is the differentiation would be whether or not we can breed with each other. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of legality that's going in right now between what happens when people are going to be like on the moon, on Mars, just in space. Like when and where do I don't know why I'm losing my voice today. Probably because I talked for like 12 hours yesterday. um, yeah, how do we enforce those laws and how do we do that? The Expanse series talks a lot about that kind of stuff, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, like yeah. Is it weird that I found Jazza before I found Shad? Okay. Yeah, they did a crossover episode, and I was like, wait, what? That's awesome. Sorry, go ahead, Jonas. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. But yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, definitely take a look at the Expanse series. Rookster. What is the Leviathan Wakes? That's the first book in the Expanse series, I think. Yeah, probably. But super good. Is it relevant and going to take less than a minute? All right, go for it. What are we drawing here today, Jacob? Uh, feet, hands. Depending, yeah, that's. I mean, depending on how far away they are and what they're looking at us with. Like if they have a telescope that can look down on our planet, yeah, they got some time dilation to deal with. Um, Distortion, dilation. I don't remember which word is supposed to be used there. Mm. Let's look it up. I gotta look it up. Dang it. Time dilation is the distortion of time through gravity. So I'm going to do some push-ups for that. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if you can get a telescope that can. Randomly started watching D&D videos on YouTube. Now I'm here. Task, welcome. Thank you for checking out the channel. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking out the stream. That's fun too. I feel like we should get back to D&D stuff today, but I don't know. I still need to get the Curse of Strahd module. I think it could be fun. Oh yeah. My advanced player's guide for Pathfinder 2nd edition is supposed to come today. I'm super excited. Super excited for it. That's gonna be great. Meat and potatoes. That would be pretty cool. Wait, why couldn't you have one before? Or did you have to, because you're doing the Adventure League, you have to kind of find it in the book? Meat and potatoes. Okay. So, okay, so you have a fallen sky city that was full of vampires. Yeah, Naxxarams. How does this get to you? How does this get to you having a flying mount? Interesting. Flying mountain. I thought you were trying to get a flying mountain. I'm like, I don't know why that wouldn't be too hard. I mean, it's just like getting an eagle. Kobolds can ride an eagle. Gotcha. Yeah, that could be interesting. I'm way on board for people having like bases in D&D. I think that's a really good way to kind of deal with the money situation and Spelljammer's a cool idea. Yeah, that's a cool way to do it. Flying vehicles are pretty cool too. Generally, what I do when people want to do something like a flying vehicles, I make it not wholeheartedly accessible to them. So like you can fly it from port to port, but if you just fly your flying ship into a random city, they're probably going to shoot you down. so so like yeah, I think it's a good way for like fast travel to change locations, but I also, once again, I don't do that a lot. I don't change my locations too much. I generally make people heroes of a location instead of like heroes of the earth. But I say is my last campaign sent people to the moon. That was fun. So yeah, that's a good way to do it. What kind of engineer are you? Just yelling at like a tiny gnome who built the Spelljammer. Like, what do you mean I can't go into space? Get out of here. No, it's definitely it's good to have those limitations, but at the same time, like maybe space would be fun eventually. So it could be cool. It's cool to have those options. I don't know if you need to be. I don't know if it needs to be anything specific. Like, I mean, you could definitely just have the first part of the quest be trying to find someone that might be able to start building it, and so then your options are basically limitless at that point because you could just say like, oh, there's a dragonborn scientist who's been studying this kind of stuff, or a gnome who really loves aeronautics, and giving them the opportunity to build a magical flying ship would just make them go crazy. I think I don't think you have to worry about it. I think you should design the characters in a way that would be interesting for your players. So like wherever they're at, just find someone that they could, befriend. Um, Snake folk. Random desert dogs just like bark, 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 bark. You can rebuild our starship. Bark, bark, bark. Like, oh, great. Makes sense to me. Bork, 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 bork. Okay, what kind of crazy hair should I give this elf? What if we? Oh man, why don't I want an elf with a beard? I think that would be a fun character. Like that's the whole bend for the characters. Just grow a fantastic beard. Yeah, I was. That's great. That's perfect. That is perfect. They keep. What we could do is just start a character off with a high disguise, and just see how long until the beard gets discovered that it's fake. 20 years passed. Hey, why isn't your beard growing? I trimmed it before everybody woke up. What? just just play dumb the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. I've had some players. Um, His beard never grows. I think he's a monster. Just burn them. Wisp is a small spirit. go. I really pretty good. Just doing some random art today instead of the normal random art. I was too, but I kind of didn't do it. I had something lined up, and then it fell through, and I didn't push the matter. So I was like, yeah, it's fine. I need to pick another one up. I have a few lined up that I haven't. I need to go to the people and say, okay, I'm ready to start this commission. But I wanted to finish the 2 videos I have. And so when I woke up this morning, I was going to just work on one of the videos, and then I realized that the video we worked on yesterday, we all agreed to not share it until we released the video, and I was like, that would be kind of a dick move for me to just work on that on stream, so I won't do that. And then the other video is the next why you should play video. And I've kind of made it a habit of not sharing those until the videos are out anyways. And I was like, I'm not going to start now just because I've run out of time. So today was supposed to be my own commission, my own work, and I decided to not do it. And then after that, next week I'm going to start grabbing more commissions again, I think, after those videos come out. So I have a few lined up. Yeah, let's give him like a, what the hell do you call that? Just the one like white wisp. I've made some kind of like weird elf vampire. I don't know why the ears are so high. Holy crap, what have I done? Is that how you can tell they're high elves because their ears are above their eye line? Oh, well, hello. They just bounce everywhere. What was that? I should be right there. All right, yeah, we can do that. The Warcraft app, yeah. What if he's got the same, like, what if he's got, like, huge mutton chops? Nope. That's too much. Eyebrows equal magic power? Is that what we're saying? What's what was the the Bleach joke with Ichigo? Like, he's like, oh, my sword is so big, and they're like, they just keep making fun of him. And then everyone's like, if everyone's sword was dictated by their power, then most people's swords would be the size of buildings. And it's like, oh, well then. So that could be the same thing with eyebrows. Like, if you don't restrain your arcane power, your eyebrows just become like ah. All wizards have to design portals to contain their eyebrows. Everybody in the YouTube chat is just like, well, I'm out of here. Don't know what the hell's going on. We've decided that Warframe is now... and banned. No, it's totally fine. I think it's fine. I need to pick it up. I really need to pick it up. Oh, it turns out I'm just really, really good. Oh, great. Someone joined. Welcome, whoever joined. I can't see. Dippy, that's a great picture. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, he's a ceramic artist? Did he accidentally get some of the. When I did a lot of ceramics, I kept getting like pottery clay and stuff stuck in my arm hair. So I can't imagine having a huge mustache to just like accidentally dip in the glaze and be like, ah. It's pretty funny. Oh, that's funny. Man, I can't draw lips either. Today's just like, let's work on stuff day, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a really cool. Let's draw some lips. I think the thing I've discovered is part of the reasons my lips always look weird is because I portioned the face wrong. A lot of times when I draw faces, I just tend to kind of haphazardly put things, and I have like 90% nose and then no room for a mouth. And so then adding lips makes it look really weird. So I've been trying to figure out to do that better. Yeah. Trying to remember that lips have volume and that they're tubes. Yeah. That's one reason you'll see me like if I'm drawing a person and I can't quite get their mouth right, you'll see me draw like really hard really hard jaw bones all of a sudden, because it's like I need to see how these teeth are supposed to be here and then wrap the lips around it. Definitely good tricks. Definitely good tricks. Which one is that? I need more specifics. Nice. Okay. There we go. I'm drawing slanted. We gotta stop leaning. I was thinking about jumping in on it, and I didn't let it go. Now the question is that because of Gears of War or Donnie Darko or Donnie Darko? That's the real question. I think that was used in Donnie Darko. All right, good. It's just like the Pixies, who are super famous, but I did not get introduced to them until I watched Fight Club. And then it's just like, well, now I like the Pixies. that. I'm so lazy with hair. It's just like everybody has an undercut. I just don't want. Exactly. It's like, let's just find the part line and then great hair. Hair exists. Okay, cool. It's actually something I've been drawing a lot of in my sketchbooks lately, is trying to figure out how hair works. I feel like I'm not doing well at it. I'm just putting garbage all over Jonas's side there. 11 o'clock. Here we go. Let's draw some hair. I've discovered the hairline kind of likes to follow the eye line, which is good. I should do that first. Cut it down to the ears. And then we will put, well, let's do a side part over here. Side part's fine. And then start clumping. Start clumping. Probably do one in the front, one in the back. Let some poof. Now just try to transition from what I was doing to what it should actually look like, and it probably will still look like a poodle. Yeah, that didn't work at all. That was terrible. Let's take a look at that later. What happened? It looks like a Lego with like the plastic clip-on hair. Oh yeah, the big poof. Yep, I remember that. All the cowgirls with the using a bottle of hairspray just to get the hair go poof, Dolly Parton hair. The ones that look like this, it's just like, yeah. And then a ponytail for some reason. Yeah, 90s were definitely weird. Especially with like the one side ponytail. I think so. Napoleon Dynamite is a great movie. It is a great movie. I want people to understand that Napoleon Dynamite is a great movie, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and I hate it so much because I think it's 100% accurate. I grew up in Idaho, and everything that movie is accurate. It's just like, dang it! Like it's like looking in a mirror. It's like, all right. But so good, so good. It's just like, it's cringy to watch because it's just like, yep, nope, I get it. I remember that. I remember all those things. So. Exactly. Yeah. Rexburg is an interesting place. That's okay. You're not missing much. Jacob's great. It doesn't. Yeah. It you keep asking us like why, and there's no reason. It's literally just nonsensical. Because we had to label everybody something. And you got, well, yeah, we didn't have to. We chose to. We chose to do these things. Yeah. Give some pressure. Crap, does that make me Caldwell? I don't want to be Caldwell. Absolutely nothing is wrong with Caldwell. It could be. I'm like way totally crazy. It's fine. It's fine. It's no good. It's no good at all. I slept on my couch for a while waiting for my cat to come back. You have an anime mouth? Aha! Hey, everybody! That's so terrifying. Android 18, it's pretty close, but Android 18 has like permanent grump face. That does look pretty close though. I don't know if I can do it. And now we see why I can't draw anime. Ah! Natural is a can we count that if she's a robot? That's fair. Okay. Okay, she doesn't have to go Super Saiyan to get blonde hair. I mean, I don't remember how that worked, to be totally honest. Yeah, well, that's after they wished her to be a person with the Dragon Balls. I can't remember how androids work. Are androids part cyborg, or is it the other way around? Are androids full robots? Gotcha. Maybe. Yeah, look it up. Definitely worth it. For those of you who don't know what the hell we were talking about a little bit ago, we decided to try a new art video style, which will be coming out in the next few days, I hope. And long story short, we pretended to be the Drawfee cast for a little while. And Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I think we said you were not Jacob because I had to be Jacob. And then since I was already Jacob, you couldn't be Jacob, so you had to be not Jacob. I think that's why that happened. You can be, I don't know. Yeah. I really like the newest. Man, I really just don't know how hair do. I can do mohawk, and I can do undercut, and I can do like man bun. I can do man bun with undercut because those are the hairstyles that I have. It's all about what you spend your time practicing. Yeah. Let's see. I don't want to draw shoulders, so lots of hair. All right, great. There we go. We got a person. And then feet. See, my problem is I always like drawing too much of the face, and so the hair, like, I don't want to cover anything up. I just don't want to cover anything up, but, like, that's how hair do. Oh, see, that looks so much better already just by erasing shit. That's not cool. Oh, we're keeping score now? I forgot to keep score. Oh, what happened? I heard someone scream. Cookies. I should probably make cookies this weekend. I'm gonna erase this hair thing that looks like a butthole. Get that out of the way. Can I say that on YouTube? We'll find out again. Get some. Yep, just lots of cat butts. That means that's not a bad idea. Let's try that out. I mean, I think that one of the issues I have, cloak for the head. It's like really drawing like the shape that's going to the front and then like the back part of it. I guess I can do like the peak because that would just follow there. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty good for straight hair, which I do struggle with drawing straight hair. So you just have to put it in the body, right? Snakes don't have hair. Oh, yeah. I remember what you're talking about now. I forgot to post that stuff yesterday, and I don't know if I'm going to post it. We'll find out. But we shall see. People see your stuff all the time. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I kind of like that. I think I need to study more about how hair is actually attached to the head. Really, this could just go behind the ear and it'd probably be fine. Probably be fine. Then come out. I like that. I like that idea. Whoop. And then we can add another one. And then that'll be in there. And then that'll go there. And then we'll just like whoop a doop a doop a doop. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I listen to all of you without my music playing in the background. I generally don't have music going because I'm trying to listen to people talk, but yep. I mean, yeah, we definitely go on some weird stuff. Yeah, I remember some of that conversation. Was not as interesting to me. I think go ahead. It sucks. That's a bummer. Well, so anyways, point being, yeah, so that's part of the thing that I like, and I've talked a little bit about this before, is that I really wanted this to be a place where people can just come and hang out and not have to deal with politics and crap. You don't have to do that if you have your own stream. You can definitely talk about all that stuff nonstop. And that, I mean, that's, yeah. Maybe people like that. Maybe people like just listening to Andreas yell at people. But you and Andreas can yell about different things all the time. My point being, you don't have to follow my rules on your stream if you started streaming. Like, that's totally legit. Don't worry about that stuff. My rules aren't even like, they're not even like YouTube rules. I kind of have them. They're my own thing that I follow. Yeah, if I felt like YouTube was blocking me from talking about things that I wanted to talk about, I would probably just talk about them anyways. I don't think I'm not too worried about that stuff because I'd rather. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Anybody that wants to start streaming, I'm all aboard for, supporting you as much as we can. I'm more interested in supporting our community up than I am about like, make sure you guys are sending people back to me because I need the views. It's like, let's have a cool place to have art happen. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, no, I have no problem with that. At the same time, like, I would hope that we could still like stream at the same time. Or, like I said, you could take my Wednesday, Thursday, and then I could have a day off. That's the best way to do it. Oh, Jonas is streaming today? Okay, well, I won't be around then. Go check out Jonas. Go check out Jonas's channel. I'm going on vacation. See, I did it again. I put the nose. The nose is way too long. There's no room for a mouth. Nose should be like right here. And then the mouth should be right here. There we go. That was so much better. Okay. Hey, if that's what you want to talk about, you can totally be a pirate. I'm not a pirate. I'm totally not a pirate. Just because I have an earring doesn't make me a pirate. By the way, I'm running a pirate campaign. Yar. Yar. You got it, buddy. You got it, buddy. Scurvy. That does really look like Android 18 now. That's great. Oh, did you look up a reference? Is that why it's going on? Yeah. Dragon Ball. Only the best character ever, maybe seconded only to Krillin is the most powerful human in the universe. Doesn't he grow a beard? I think Krillin with a beard is the funniest thing, because yeah. I think so, yeah. Krillin is super dope. That's all I'm saying. Krillin, it probably has nothing to do with the fact that he's super short and I was super short and he was super buff and I digged it. Yep. Absolutely not. And he has baggy pants. Everybody wants baggy pants. Hey. Did you watch the SpongeBob movie? What? What does that have to do with TBC? Oh, okay. Gotcha. There's a lot of DBZ movies. Oh, like cell shading or like retro? Oh, cool. Okay, wooden puppets. That's pretty interesting. Rotoscoping. That was the word I was looking for. Like a lot of the Lord of the Rings cartoons were rotoscoped, which is pretty cool. Yeah. It's just the uncanny valley. It's a little too realistic. Because I mean, you're looking at orcs that look like this, and then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of shadow people start running across the screen. You're just like, what is happening? Ah, it's too creepy and weird. But yeah. The animation studio that did the Lord of the Rings cartoons, Fire and Ice. I don't know if The Last Unicorn used it as much, but like that whole time of animation, they were getting high fidelity panels because they were rotoscoping, which meant they would film a whole bunch of people doing something, and then they would draw over it, draw over every frame, and it gave some like really cool high quality animations that felt really real, but it also created that uncanny valley because they were a little too real for the rest of the show to just be like thrown in there. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. I think the other problem with it is that because it's because they know they're like, oh, we need you to do this motion, they kind of overacted it, and it still made it into the film. Like if it was an actual fight scene, it probably wouldn't have looked quite that way, because they were basically gesturing for the cartoons. I'm gonna draw like tiny Thanos here for some reason. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Apparently Thanos is just an orc from... I gave up everything. And then I became Cable. Yeah, I think that was mainly it. I think I'm gonna look it up just to be sure. I don't think he was involved with the studio beyond. Well, no, okay. It looks like him and Ralph Bakshi were very much. It was a collaboration. So yeah, so he was pretty in charge of it. That's pretty cool. Definitely worth watching. If you love D&D, go watch Fire and Ice. It's post-apocalyptic, but super good. Super good. That and well, Wizards. Wizards is the other one. That was a super weird one. Same. I think it's the same company that did that. I love that. I love that when yeah, exactly. It's such a good poster. Fire and Ice fighting liches. That's how it works. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna have to pick up Warframe. I'm gonna have to start looking at this game. It seems like it's fun. What did I buy? I got Deep Rock Galactic. That was pretty good. This game is terrible. This game is terrible. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's not a lot of Overwatch in the game. I stopped playing Overwatch when the meta shifted to 3 tanks, and I just gave up. Yeah. It's like they just didn't know what the hell they were doing. I don't know what I'm drawing anymore. I think we've reached that time of the stream where it's just like unnecessary shenanigans. I was trying to draw Thanos, and then I was like, what if Thanos was like an Oread? I could draw a stone Thanos. It slowly is, apparently, but it is 11:30, and I do have to get ready for work here soon, so. Just draw a big mushroom, put a wizard hat on top of it. He's got like star stickers put on his cap, like a moon. Hey, with staff, but I keep poking myself in the brain. Have we talked about why Myconids are just not PC? Well, not PC, but not fit for work. Like, are the bottom of their feet the actual creatures, and then this is just their doodle dudes, or is it? Oh no, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Nope, that's it. Yeah. I won't let your intestines fall out anymore, Toad. Wow. Let's do that. Just that's pretty great. Oh, man. So we're going to draw some Myconids today. We're going to start with the face. And then we're going to start adding the body. And then we're just going to boop, done. All right, great. I was trying to fill that in to make a giant sensor bar, but apparently the fill tool doesn't work the way I think it does. So I was just going to like... just do one of these. Did you just make a condom character? Is that what you've done? Definitely a Myconid. Definitely a macaroni. I didn't tell you that, or Hunter didn't tell you about that. Okay, so we talked a little bit about drug use during D&D games, in game and in playing, and I'm not for it. I've played with a lot of people that like to drink. Like they'll come over and be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have a beer," and I was like, "Okay, that's fine." But I've also played with some people that like get really high, and then the game just devolves. Like you can't play it. And so, if you, I live in a state where marijuana is legal, so just pointing that out. Definitely be safe. Don't do things that are bad for you. You know, everything in moderation, whatever. But I'm not a stickler for like, hey, don't do that crap, blah blah blah. And I will generally let people, if they want to come over, have a beer and play D&D, great. Like that's the point. You're supposed to relax, do what makes you happy. But if it affects the game, like you cannot function, I'm gonna ask you to like, hey, knock that shit off next time. I don't want you to do that because it's affecting us. So yeah, that's my stance on it. If you all come together and your whole jam is to just get completely wasted and play D&D, that's your thing. I don't like that at my tables. I very much prefer people to be cognitive and having fun. And if you're not having fun and you feel like you need to drink, it's like maybe we're playing the wrong kind of game. Like maybe we need to figure something else out. So that's kind of my stance on drug use during D&D. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. The other aspect of that is like I want to make the character really drunk, and it's like okay, fine, you might die. It's the same thing like playing a chaotic, stupid character. It's like it'd be really funny if my character just started peeing on everybody. It's like yeah, you know what? Someone's probably gonna try to stab you. I bet that's the reaction that's going to happen, especially if you do that to a town's guard. It's like, cool, we were going to do a cool adventure with polar bears and some red dragons, but today we're going to play the game of John got thrown in jail. Let's see how that goes. Sure. I don't, not that I've seen yet. As for the rules with saves on drugs, if you are, the thing with will saves is you can choose to not save against something. So when your character is ingesting drugs, usually you just forego the will save. If you try to give somebody drugs, I do have them make a will save, just because they don't know what's going on. Like, oh, something funny's happening. Yeah. Yeah, that's another one of those things with yeah, no, you can find out the DC for things based on the shoot. There's a way to do that. I can look that up for you sometime if you'd like. But yeah, usually with go ahead, Sierra. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like those kind of like quick buffs, but then repercussions. I think that's a great way to do any drugs. Um, I use Blackwater a lot. Blackwater's pretty fun. It gives you temporary hit points, and then you can't eat anything for a day, or it makes you violently sick. Kind of like that. And it makes you really addicted. The other thing you can look at is if there's an addiction potion, like thing for it. Generally, there's no will save, but then they have an addiction thing to keep going. And you can just use that level as the DC because it should be based off of the level of components and cost. So like more expensive things have a higher DC. Otherwise, they wouldn't be that expensive. And so you can kind of compare if you're making an alchemical drug versus a potion. You can kind of see at what level it should be. So if the poison, sorry, I said potion, but poison. If the poison is a DC 12 and it costs the same as the drug, then that should probably have the same DC. And that's generally how I've done it in the past. But yeah, the poison system in Pathfinder is really kind of weird because it's all like con and whiz damage. And so I appreciate that D&D did something different, but at the same time, I don't like that all poisons are just disadvantage. It's like, what? Yeah. So I'm definitely a fan of poisons doing things like paralyzing, sleeping, just taking straight damage. That's generally what I do for Pathfinder. Is I look at what kind of con damage you were supposed to take. So if it's like a D4 Constitution damage, I just do 2d4 straight damage, just normal damage. I just double whatever the con damage was supposed to be. Or if it says like they take 1 straight damage on a turn until they save, then I just do 1 point of damage. Like you're slowly poisoned, you're taking damage every round. Because I hate the ability damage system. It's not fun. It's not fun to play. Yeah. I have to attack this guy 10 times, and then he'll be so weak he can't stand. It's like, or you could just attack him 10 times and he'd be dead. Like, like maybe it's because my players do a ton of damage, but I have also had them use like Bane and ability drain to kill a boss because they were struggling, and it was really cool that they made it work. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. And sometimes I will have, if it thematically makes sense, like a ghoul is grabbing you and it's like, oh man, you lose 4 strength damage because it's just sapping the life out of you. And I usually say that it just takes a long rest to repair that because it's, like I said, it's not fun to make it permanent. They definitely has its place in the game. But I think poisons should be a little more inclusive than that, especially when a lot of them are supposed to be like single use. It's like, I do that, he loses 2 wisdom, and that affects nothing for the rest of the fight. It's like, that's okay, great. Exactly. It's so poop. It's so poop. Boo. Boo. If I make any movements, my Pokemon will die. What do I do? Right? No! My Raticate. See, my friends we're hardcore. We try to make all games as hard as possible for no reason. And so those kind of challenges are really fun. I don't agree with all of them, but I like the idea of making Pokemon harder because really anybody can beat a Pokemon game if you just get a Pokemon and just level the crap out of it. It's like, cool. Can we make that more challenging? That'd be awesome. I'm ready for an I was gonna say adult themed Pokemon game, but that doesn't sound right. That's not my intent. I think Dippy was making a different kind of joke, but pornography. Yeah, let's not. Don't go to Newgrounds and look up adult Pokemon games. Just don't do it. I'm just gonna put that out there. I've not done that, so I don't know if there is actually anything there. But I'm assuming there is. I'm just gonna tell you not to do it. Maybe Jonas can do it later and then tell us. That's what I figured. I figured you'd be checking it right now as we were talking about it. I don't. Newgrounds has always been full of good and bad things. And that was kind of the thing of Newgrounds being Newgrounds. It was open season to put whatever the hell you wanted out there. And then YouTube kind of was that. Yeah. I mean, even the things that like were really, really popular, like Homestuck and not, is that right? Homestar Runner. Homestuck is like a Flash comic, right? That's the weird. Yeah, that was the one that basically the comments dictated what happened in the next panel. That was a cool idea, but not my jam. Either way, definitely not all the stuff that was put out there is, politically correct or polite or decent, and it still became super popular and kind of influenced the internet, I think. So, regardless of how much Rule 34 stuff there is. So much. Just so much. You think you need glasses? Is that what you said? Get on that. Get on that. I can get real political about glasses. Yeah. Because I'm old, okay? Once you become old, everything has political connotations to it. Like, why the hell aren't glasses covered for healthcare? Why doesn't everyone have free glasses? Yeah. Which makes total sense, which is why you should go get your glasses because you have the access to them. Do it. Do it. One person. Yeah. Political. Yeah, so Ace, to answer your question, that's how glasses are political. And I can go on about this forever. And it definitely... A big thing I run into here is a lot of people are like, oh, I need to go get glasses. But if they don't have insurance or they just can't afford to pay the $400 for a pair of glasses, it really shuts out the ability to have that. And it's like, that's a basic human need, being able to see. Like, it drives me crazy. I guess it's not a human need, but it's really nice. And I would prefer that people that have access to... There's no reason that we... See this? I'm getting political about it. There's no reason that people shouldn't be able to get glasses in this country. And so, Jonas, I would highly recommend, go get your eyes checked. Take care of those peepers. They're important. Oh! Nice. Wow. What? I watched one episode and it changed my life. And I watched the rest of the series and it made me real mad. So, yeah. Yeah. It's stupid. It's real stupid. The best thing to do is to go on YouTube and just watch, like, all Evangelion fight scenes. Watch that. It's like 12 minutes long, and it's great. It's definitely worth it. And if you like Warframe, that is definitely most of where that stuff comes from. If the Warframe people say that they were not influenced by Evangelion, they are lying. And I have no idea what that is. ONG. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Get in the robot, Shenji. Get in the robot. Gross. Gross. I got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. You got it. You got it. We're done with that. That's a really good anecdote, by the way. But we don't need to talk about that anymore. Nice. Right? Super weird show. Super weird show. There's Toads. There is Toads. We're good. Anyways, I think we're about done for today. Not that that was like the show ender. It is just 12 o'clock. So, yeah, that was a good anecdote. I dig it. Yep. Yep, that's true. It's very true. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know if we got. I freaking love Neon Genesis animation style. I love the robot fights, and I hate the show so much. It's just like, ugh. I wanted the action figures like as. It was always something at the mall. Like they would always have like the 1/12 scale models that are like 2 feet tall, and it's like I want that so bad. I don't. I don't. But that was always one of those things. I have a lot of action figures from when I was a kid, and those were like those are the ones I always wanted to get. But I was like, I don't really like this show, and I don't know. But man, it's so cool looking. So cool looking. So I never bought one, but they're really good and they're really cool. I love the designs. A lot really influential on my work. A lot of my robot stuff is based off of that. So super cool. I don't have a lot else going on. Tomorrow will be a late stream. I'll be around at 4. It might be a little short because I do have some family stuff planned. But we'll see how that goes. We might get some extra people to join the chat, which could be fun. Aside from that, not a lot's going on. Working on the videos. 2 videos in the work right now. They should be done here soon. I always say that, and then like 4 weeks later, they finally come out. So we'll see when that happens. I'm gonna for the Patreon group and the members, I'm gonna post an update for the next. No, I'll just wait. And I'll post it later. I'll do it when it happens. I always struggle with trying to make sure that people are aware that I am working on things. It just takes time, and it makes me sad that I can't just pump out content all the time. But we'll see how that goes. Aside from that, we did choose the artwork we used, and we recorded the Drawfee episode, so that will be out hopefully soon. And for everybody that submitted their artwork, thank you very much. It was a lot of fun looking at all of that. We are still kind of up in the air about whether or not we're going to do another call in the future, or if we're just going to take like the same pool of pictures. We're not really sure how that's going to work yet. But for everybody that did post one, thank you. And if we didn't choose your art, I'm sorry, but thank you very much anyways for posting it. It was really fun looking at it. We talked about all of them, kind of picked through them and chose one that we liked. So aside from that, yeah, have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. Be happy. Be healthy. Keep your dice on the table, and we will see you tomorrow.